This video is about Martini Gavotte, the first piece in Book 3. I just want to introduce it in this video. Martini Gavotte is a really interesting piece for us because it's the first piece in rondo form, which means it's a bit like a sandwich. So you have an A section that sounds like this. And that comes back 6 times, I believe 6 times in the piece. Either mezzo piano or mezzo forte or piano. So there's a little bit of variation, but basically it's the same. And between every time that you play that, there's what's called an episode, which is contrasting music. So for instance, this bit is an episode. Lots of different episodes which are really interesting and have their own character. So as you're learning the piece, you don't want to learn you don't want to learn the theme, the A section, 6 different times. You just need to learn it once. But the episodes have very particular things that you need to keep in mind when you're learning those phrases and those sections. So I guess that's actually the biggest thing. The other thing is the why that we study this piece. It is a huge piece for phrasing and for style. So Martini Gavotte is a gavotte, which is a dance, and it's the kind of dance where you're starting in the middle of the bar and you're going to the downbeat. So when I hear this in my head, I think, and please forgive my singing, go to here, then go to here, go to here, and then go to here. And you can kind of sing that in any part of the piece, which is pretty amazing. Like section D, go to here, go to here. So if we're thinking forward to the bar line, it's got a much more dance-like character. And I think that sounds kind of like this, rather than this. So always going to the bar line, to the big beat one. And this piece is in 2. It's not in 4. So it's 2, 1, 2. Yum dun da dun da da da. Other things that are kind of tricky about this are just memorizing the piece. I would really like to ask everybody to not try to play through the piece from the beginning with the music, like always, but to really learn each section on its own. And then you have to figure out what Martini's phone number is, so that you can remember the different parts of the song. His phone number is 34341. Very short phone number. But section B starts on the 3. Section C1 starts on a 4. Section D starts on a 3. Section C2 starts on a 4. And section E starts on a 1. Be a bit more. Okay. Other than that, the teaching points for this piece are just to make sure that you have beautiful phrasing within the phrases. So we're doing lots of less, more, and more, less. So that's the kind of overview of the piece. Now I'm going to give you some things to do. The first is to play a twinkle using less, more, fast, slow bow. And that goes like this. So we're going to start this piece around here, not totally at the top of the bow. There's just not time for that, and above the middle. So maybe here. Okay, and we're going to use a smaller bow for the first up bow. So less, more, getting to about the balance point, and then a bow that starts fast and slows down. Watch the video about Allegretto to talk about the accents. There's an accent pattern where we start up here and we go And so that's kind of important. So please do that. And finally, just note that in the theme, there's more, less. So that's another fast, slow bow. So maybe doing long, long ago from book 2. More, less, less, more, less, less, more, less. Would be a really, really good warm-up for this piece.